Okay, back again with me, Priscilia Pajasina. Today we will talk and sharing experience with Sultandano Patma Wambrauw, my college friend. On this time, he will tell us about his struggles during the TWAIC and Scout Jamboree when he was in the junior high school. Okay, but before we start, I will invite Sultan to introduce himself. Hi, Sultan. Good night. How are you today?
Good night, Priscilla. I'm great. How about you?
I'm glad to hear that. I'm so fresh. Are you ready for this?
Of course, Priscilla.
But maybe some of the audience are the new Sultan yet. So I will let him introduce himself for the audience.
Sure. Thanks, Priscilla. So, my name is Sultandano Patma Wambrauw. You can call me Sultan. I'm 19 years old and I am from Papua. And now I live in Paso, Baguala Subdistrict, Ambon City, Maluku Province. I'm a college student and also I'm Priscilla's classmate.
Okay, let's start this. So, what kind of activity is the branch jamboree that you participate in?
Okay, this Jamboree is carried out about the Ministry of Education and Culture as an extracurricular scouting activity, as well as the Ambon City government as a supporter.
What is the purpose of the jamboree itself?
So, as we all know, the main purpose of having extracurricular activities such as scouts is to educate and nurture students to be more disciplined and responsible, as well as mentally foster students to be better than before.
Why did you get to the Jamboree? Why don't you take part in other extracurricular activities such as arts, sports, and etc.?
At that time, I was really want to join the school scouts because of the support from my parents.
How did you spend to preparing yourself for the Jamboree?
For my personal preparations, it includes reading books about scouts in my school library about a week before the registration selections process starts. And also, after I passed the selection, we were regularly trained for several months, which aims to train physically and our mentality for these Jamboree competitions.
Did you get any support from your family, your school, or your classmate?
Yes, of course, I was.
What kind of support it was?
My main factor to participating in this activity is my family, because my parents want me to be more disciplined and responsible for my growth at the time. And my mother was a very supportive person. From my school, I got a lot of support by my principal. Before I went to my campsite, he had the chance to advise me on this activity. I also got assistance with facilities from the school, and my friends and my classmates were also fully supported me to participating in this activity. They were also proud because I represent the class and also our school.
Okay, what is your unique story about your journey in this activity?
So, the first time the selection for this activity was in my junior high school, and there were dozens of students who registered to take part in this activity. But there was only six students was passed, and one of them was me. And at that time, I was still in seventh grade. I happened to be also the youngest from my school. So after we finished participating in Brand's Jamboree, secretly we have been assessed while participating in it. And for the next Jamboree at the provincial level, I was chosen to represent my school from some of the students. I was very happy and proud at the time. Then, during the provincial Jamboree, for the final assessment, our team, the Eagle team, that won one of the competitions held in the Jamboree, namely the pioneering competitions. I was the team leader. At the time, I was very proud of myself, even though I was still the youngest in my squad, but I can lead them, even to the point of winning also.
Okay, based on this story, what lesson would you like to share with the audience at this time?
So I hope that with my short story, the audience can be motivated to do something good. In this case, learning without knowing fear and even feelings of inner self, as well as my message for all of us as the nation's successor, so that they are not affected. With promiscuity, I don't require us to enter these scout organizations, but I think this organization is very useful in educating the personality of children in their infancy. And also, I want to say the most important thing is our mental. If we have knowledge problem, if if we have knowledge problem, we still can learn about it. But if we are not mentally good, we will not be accepted anywhere, whether in it be on campus or in the social environment.
Okay, brilliant advice from Sultan. Thank you, Sultan.
You're welcome, you're welcome, Priscilla.
So, before we reach the end of Choose interview, I want to reminding all of us stay safe and keep us the mask and always wash our hand due to avoid it the spread of the coronavirus. Okay, Sultan, I think that's for our meeting today. Thank you for coming and talk with me here. Thank you for sharing and your experience with all of us. I think that's all for today interview. Thank you so much. Clap your hands with for Sultan.